Hey guys, welcome to this video. We're gonna do Sand Devil 25. Excuse me, I'm a little bit, have a sore throat still, so I hope I'm able to get the message through. As some of you might know, I pulled Aniri last week from a void along with Krisk, and I've been building both of them as soon as possible. With some masteries on Aniri and I think full masteries on Krisk. So I've been spending some gems on them, trying to get them ready. And the reason is I really need to farm Sand Devil 25. I didn't have a team that was able to do this. I've been farming stage 19, I think, with Queen and Korra and yeah, Ninja. And just a tanky queen really was able to stay alive, so I did get some dust, but of course, you know, Sand Devil 25 is the place to go if you can do it. You get more of those bigger materials, as well as the, I'm not sure what you call it, the rework ascension dust, is it? We'll have a look at it in a minute. So when I tried to build this team, I found it hard to find a video that actually showcased the stats needed and stuff. I think mainly because Sand Devil, as well as a few other dungeons, was changed about half a year ago. So I didn't really find the stats needed for this team, at least. Of course, there might be videos out there that I wasn't able to find right now. But also I did find it a little bit fun of a challenge to try and build this. So it's quite consistently. I did have 3 runs in 157. I've been watching this run, and I have run this team at least 15 times now. In the beginning I didn't have Aniri in a good enough build, so we can have a look at the champs. So I think this is pretty much as low as you can go. And also I'm running a 2-piece Defiant. 15% damage, less damage taken from enemy AoE attacks. So if you don't run Defiant, of course I don't have the very best pieces, so if you try Immortal, or you might get a lot more HP, of course. I did like this one, so I lifted it to the max actually. In addition, I was looking at, because you take less damage, it seems, from one of the abilities, we can do the run one more time, but you take less damage from a big hit, I think, but the damage is reduced by the number of buffs you have. So I was thinking maybe trying to put a blood shield ring on, mainly for the the shield won't be of any use really, because she doesn't really do damage, but it is a buff, so that is also something to take into consideration. I don't really want to spend silver. I did spend quite a lot of silver just trying to get this build working. Get all the, and I also been trying to put a few ascensions into here. I will probably max out this just to have these boots. I'm not sure, they are really crap overall, but if it's working, it's working. And I will probably take this to 20 as well, just to have a, because there are times when Aniri gets really low. Most of the runs she's comfortable, but I have seen some big hits that really take her far down. Another thing, you don't really want to take this mastery, but it does seem like the 2 hits where the Sand Devil can put the debuff on you, she doesn't take 25% damage, so it hasn't really been an issue. But yeah, don't pick this mastery all the rest I think are increased amount of healing. And this is really nice as well. The Sun Devil does 1 heal on one of his abilities, so you get 6% heal from that, so that's really nice. And that one you don't want. And this is, of course, after a few hits you take 6% less damage, so that's good. Max HP, value of heals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, this won't really matter much, but you really want to get this one. And it's also really nice because then you get 24 extra speed, and there is a chance that you can I'll just show Ninja one more time. You do want 525 accuracy, I think. I'm at 512, but when he gets revived, all his skills are on cooldown, so he's 20 more there, and of course it does get 4, and yeah, if he doesn't land this HP burn, it's just a slightly longer time. So I haven't built him, tried to build him tanky at all. I just want him to do his HP burn and die basically. I did just, and I also have a few, that's the wrong one. I do have a few points in Sun Devil, so +2 speed and a little bit of defense on HP. But yeah, it's not tanky at all. It does have quite a bit of attack. It's maxed out in crit rates, a bit of crit damage, but 512, so with the masteries it should be well above 525 at least. So he has been working really well. I haven't really looked at this build, I just put it through the optimizer for the sets. I wanted Affinity Breaker because of course Sun Devil 25 is the wrong affinity for a ninja, so this does make it a little more consistent. And you can farm with food, and let's get back into and do one more run so I can show a few things that I was trying to talk about. Yeah, before we do, let's just look at it's a really good team for turn attack as well. You can have a look at it at the end of the next run, but I haven't done that many runs, so I think I will prioritize some energy and gems into getting this, because I do need ascensions on a lot of gear anyways. And the bad thing if you are not using RSL helper is that, let's see, let's take up this. There are no presets, so that's perfect for RSL helper, in a way that you can set these two as what do they call it, campaign farmer, or yeah, you can set the 2 champions as a farmer. If you try to use multi-battles, you can't really do that in the game itself, because if you try to do that with a Q, only Aniri will stay as far as I know. If you have any way around this, please let me know, but with RSL helper I've been testing it, and once these get to 20, it will change it up for champions in the queue, so you can run this as many times as you want. And of course you can't do that if it's a team setup, but let's do another run. Aniri does have to be in the first position, because the passive revives her, and then she will revive Ninja. My Aniri is fully booked, no blessings. So let's see, that's 5,681. removes all debuffs from Al Neme, Sandoval, then heals him. So with Shadow Heal, you get, for my build, you get 5,000 something. That really helps. And I was looking at this one. After healing, attacks all enemies. The damage this skill inflicts decreases for each removed debuff. So the damage this skill inflicts decreases for each removed debuff. So I was thinking, at least with the Blood Shield accessory, it should do even less damage. And that is a hard hitting. As you see, that's the biggest hitting. 35k. These ones are only 12k, and here you see the decrease speed. But as you also saw, she doesn't really take more than 25% damage, so even though I did a little mistake taking it mastery, it doesn't seem to really be of any concern. But I was looking at this, there is probably a 3% chance that she will resist the decrease in speed. And the chance for that happening twice in a row, as far as I was able to find out, is like it would happen like in less than 1 of 1,000 runs. So if a run fails, because it will probably get out of tune if that happens, so a new record. So that's probably the affinity breaker. That so it is a little bit random. Brimstone doesn't help unless you have a 5-star. So on the main account I use a 5-star Blizzard. So that's why this is... I did use a Aniri team before I got Blizzard and before the change. And it is a lot easier now after the nerf to this dungeon. They did make this dungeon, and I believe they changed Iron Twins and Phantom Shogun as well, about 6 months ago, or around summertime, I think. Yeah, so, and yeah, this is why I really want to do Sandoval 25 if you're able. I did this with, if you're struggling, I was just doing, yeah, I don't think I even could have any food. So I had Queen in a really high regen build. I think I took her out. Yeah, I took her out to that build now. It was at least well over 100 HP and quite a lot of defense. So that is a possibility as well if you don't have Aniri. At least you can get some of this stuff. But yeah, don't think I want to make this video any longer. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. If you enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up, a like, consider subscribing. I do like to put videos like this out every now and again. Try to help people doing the same stuff that I try to get done on the free-to-play account. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.